My intention for today is again, mindfulness is, even though the name would indicate otherwise, it's actually more of an embodied experience rather than a cognitive sort of process. So my intention was to really guide us through the practice a little bit, have it be more experiential, at least for the first half or so, before I move into talking a little bit about some of the attitudes that help to cultivate this quality. And then I'll go into a little bit of research, a very brief summary of research related to mindfulness and compassion, chat a little bit about sort of the psychological well-being evidence, the evidence related to sort of biomarkers or neuroplasticity, and then describe briefly some of the research related to compassion for others as well as self-compassion. And then hopefully I'll guide you through another little practice, a sort of what's called a social diet or pair and share, and some interoceptive mindful listening at the end. So that was my intention. Also, I should just say, I'm a first-generation Greek American, so I'm kind of, my conflict of interest here is I'm contractually obligated to put in lots of images of Greek mythology, so you'll see that sort of throughout the talk. I did want to call out Mike Stewart. I noticed his references to Socrates, so if he wants the membership card to the Greek Club, he can see me afterwards. He's in. So, I've shared my intentions. I would invite you to kind of reflect a little bit on your intentions, and also to take this time, if you're looking at a device, if you're writing something down, to just pause, put the laptop down, and just to spend some time, if you're comfortable doing so, close your eyes or have a soft gaze forward, just to kind of create a little bit of a space to prime us for the practice a little bit. And I'd like you to just reflect on what your intentions are, I guess, in coming here, perhaps. Or perhaps just, thinking of those friends, family, patients who've inspired you to be here, who've helped to support you in your professional endeavors. And also just to, give yourself a little congratulations for taking the time to come and be in a conference room when it's lovely outside and you could be spending time with other loved ones. Okay, and if your eyes are closed, you can open them. And I usually find it helpful to kind of settle into the meditation, the sitting meditation, which I'll be guiding you through a bit, by first starting with some movement. So kind of just dropping into the body a little bit. So I'll just guide us through a 5-minute sort of blended movement practice here with some music, just to get us up and moving around a little bit. And I guess the 3 sort of principles, if you want to kind of think about as you go into this practice, is that allow yourself to just sort of be as you are, let go of the self-judging that can oftentimes occur in a group sort of movement practice. It's also really helpful with meditative movements to go a lot more slowly than you would typically with other forms of exercise, and to do so intentionally, consciously. And I guess the other sort of tenet with this is that less is often more with these types of practices. So I would invite you to come up to standing, maybe push your chairs into the table so that you have a little bit